Hey everyone, as you know from the title of this video, this is about things that I want in Halo and that some other people in the community probably wants from Halo as well. Keep in mind this is all mostly in my opinion, but some of this is from the community as well. Without further ado, let's begin straight into it. So first off, um, I think we all want playable elites. If not playable elites, then playable brutes. Like, wouldn't that be awesome? Like, since this game is, the campaign at least, is very based around the Banished as being the enemy instead of the Covenant, it would make more sense to have playable brutes, and that would be really cool. But playable elites are kind of an OG in Halo. I think that might get traction in Halo just a little bit more, but I don't think it would revive it much. But besides that, yeah, let's get on to another thing. By the way, none of this is gonna be organized as well as I want it to be. It's more like I wrote down a list. I'm reading from the list right now. I'm just reading from a list that I currently want from Halo and what some other people might want from Halo as well. So into armor abilities or Spartan abilities, whatever you want to call them, I really want Jetpack back. Jetpack for me and Halo Reach and Halo 4 was really fun. I love Jetpack. All the things you could do in custom games and Forge of Jetpack was amazing. Jetpack was just really fun. I don't know what to tell you. That's pretty self-explanatory. And this next one's gonna be very controversial, but Armor Lock. Now, before you hate on me, I loved Armor Lock. I love that feeling when someone with a ghost just comes up to you and then you activate Armor Lock and destroy them completely. It's so awesome. But obviously, that was the whole controversy on Armor Lock and how a person can delay their death and have their teammates come and pick up the enemy that's trying to unalive them. But I guess that doesn't really matter if, you know, because we're having that new equipment that's coming into the Halo Infinite soon, the transmat something, the teleporting thing. The idea that once you can save yourself from death, I mean, Armor Lock is kind of the same thing, kind of. But other than that, Armor Lock is such a troll. Armor ability is really fun to have, and I'm also big on the idea if you don't want it multiplayer or ranked, just 343 should just take it out of the playlist and just put it in Forge or like custom game, something like that. Something that the community can do something with. And something else I would want to have is Bubble Shield. Since like Halo 3, Bubble Shield is so amazing. It was so much fun. I think it really peaked in Halo Reach. I love the look of Bubble Shield. It was awesome. And it had little perks like it would heal you a little bit while you were in Bubble Shield. And it's actually functional, not like the drop shield thing in Halo Infinite where like you shoot once or twice and you kill the person immediately, and it takes like 50 million years for it to activate once you drop it on the floor. Yeah, I just really hate the drop shield and think a Bubble Shield is such a better alternative. And then for Hologram, I would love Hologram to be back in Halo. It's been in Halo since what? Reach and Halo 4 is the only games where I had hologram. Other than that, hologram is really great to have. It's really skill based, and I really sucked at using hologram, but some people are really great at using hologram, so I think it should be back in the game. And then going off to customization, cross core. There needs to be cross core in Halo Infinite. When the game first came out, 343 advertised, oh, you would have a million different customization opportunities day one, but in actuality that's not the case. It's more like 100 maybe. I don't even know. It's less than a million. I don't know what they're talking about.
The body of customization content that we have on day one ensures that there will be millions of customization combinations for Spartans on the battlefield. That includes things like armor coatings, armor emblems, various armor effects, down to the individual armor pieces. So your shoulders, your gloves, your knee pads, your helmet, your visor, your helmet attachments. Then you look at weapons, and we've got a whole slew of customization offerings there. Vehicles have a huge pool of customizations too.
Other than that, yeah, we really need cross core. I know they're working on it. They got visors, and then they're working on shaders too, but it needs to go across helmets, arm pieces, leg pieces, helmet attachments, all of that, all across the board. That would really help Infinite a lot. Bring back a lot of the fan base and player base. Going off of that, they should put all Halo Reach armors back in Halo Infinite. I really don't see the reason why it wouldn't be back. There are still multiple Halo Reach armors that's not in Halo Infinite currently. For me, I personally love the pilot helmet, not the haunted helmet. It's part of the pilot helmet, but I love the pilot helmet with the helmet attachment. I'll probably show it right here on screen. That's why I rocked. I hate playing Halo Infinite and I don't have my helmet that I always have on. It just makes me so sad that I just have some random helmet, not random helmet, but just helmet that I don't typically have as my favorite on. All the assets are there. Like, all you have to do, there's no idea, there's no brainstorming of like new helmets being made. So just take all the helmets from Halo Reach, port it into Halo Infinite. Not porting, but you know, remake it. It's the idea is that there's less brainstorming and the idea is already there, so just build on it and just bring it in the game. Same thing for Halo 3 armor. All armors from Halo 3 and Halo Reach should be in the game. If not all, then all the popular ones. It's very self-explanatory, what I explained before. And then this goes off of a little bit of Halo 4 and Halo 5. Some armors from Halo 4 and Halo 5 are great, but a lot of them are really jacked and terrible in general. I could show a few on the screen that I would want in Halo Infinite, but based off that, I think the community can decide for themselves. Put a comment down below which armors from Halo 4 and Halo 5 that you actually think looks good and fits the Halo aesthetic would fit in Halo. Just drop it down below. And then apart from that, head attachments for all helmets. This kind of goes off cross-core. I really want all head attachments to be cross-core. So I want head attachment from, I don't know, the Rashashka core to be able to go on your Mark 5B helmets. That would be really great. Not to be trendy, but what if I want cat ears on my Mark B? You know, wouldn't that be awesome? I mean, it wouldn't for me, really. That's just me personally, but just needs more customization cross-core. This is all where it stems from. And then going off of that, emblems. There hasn't been any talks at emblems recently. I don't know why no one's talking about this. Halo Reach and Halo 3, I think, were peak emblem customizations. You can pick the main emblem, you can pick the backdrop, and then you can pick any color you want. There's no, what's it called? What is Halo Infinite calling it? Color shaders, whatever you can have with it. Like, you can pick your own colors, you know? It's not like a set of colors you can only choose. And going off of that, there's not enough colors in the first place anyways. No one's talking about that at all. And then getting rid of the armor kits. Armor kits in general does not make sense. If you want to look like Cat, just have your arm be robotic and then put all the armor that Cat has on. The helmet, the chest, the legs, that should be all already in your armor customization. Even the armor kits that they have available for you right now, they aren't even accurate to Halo Reach to Noble Team at all. Like Emil and I think George and Carter, they have like some hips attachments that aren't even on the armor kits at all. And you could easily remake the armor from Noble Team from just general customization. Other than that, I really don't get the point of armor kits, and it should be removed entirely. And then going on to the main thing, one of the things that people want in Halo Infinite, which was assassinations. Assassinations were awesome, period. Assassinations were introduced in Halo Reach, and then got even better from Halo 4 and Halo 5. As terrible as Halo 5 is, they did assassinations really well. So many assassinations were in Halo 5. You can pick and choose which assassinations you wanted. And then, like, I don't know why they didn't add assassinations to the game. Assassinations could be very monetized, and I don't know why they wouldn't want to do it, since Halo Infinite multiplayer is free in general. So I really don't get why they wouldn't do assassinations. Going on to weapons, I would really want the OG shotgun back, the OG Magnum back into the game. Those guns are iconic and really awesome. If not the OG Halo shotgun or Magnum, at least have them as like weapon variants. And I'll touch upon this later. Weapon variants. So if you want, like, this is off the point, but what if you want the OG shotgun you can change the Bulldog to look like the OG shotgun, or if you have the Sidekick, you can change it to look like the OG Magnum, something like that. But otherwise, I just want the OG weapons in the game, just how they look and how they sound. And the other weapons I would love to have in Halo Infinite is a Spartan Laser. The Spartan Laser is so awesome. An awesome anti-vehicle weapon, and not only that, it shreds through characters as well. And there's just typically not enough vehicle weapons in this game at all. The only anti-vehicle weapons you have in this game is the Skewer, and then what's that one gun? The Hydra. That's basically all there is. Nothing else. At least for the Hydra, I can target, but it's really terrible at targeting. And the Skewer, it's just terrible. It takes about 2-3 shots to take out a vehicle, and the really low time is so long. By the time you hit a vehicle, it doesn't do anything, and they come at you and kill you. Anyways, the next weapon I want in Halo Infinite is a Sticky Detonator. Sticky Detonator was so awesome. I loved it in Halo 4. It was such a pleasure, like placing it on the floor or on the road where like a warthog's going around the map, killing everyone, and then right when they go on top of my Sticky Detonator, I activate it and blows them up. The satisfaction. Or you put it on your teammate, and then they kind of like kamikaze into the enemy team, and you can take out a bunch of people. That kind of teamwork was awesome. It was a great concept. I don't know why it's not Halo Infinite. That's one of my favorite guns from Halo 4, and I was so disappointed when it was in Halo 5. And then the next weapon I want in Halo Infinite is the Saw. They were already working on this in the Halo Infinite files. Like, I can show you a picture or a video right here, but automatic machine guns already works, but it looks terrible. It looks terrible and doesn't even look like the Saw at all. And maybe they're working on a different gun, but like, why not just call it the Saw? Give the Saw the same design. Like, it does the same purpose. Just put the Saw in the game. Another weapon I want in Halo Infinite is the Beam Rifle. Covenant Beam Rifle. Specifically, like, Halo 2, but Halo 4 is fine too. It does the same purpose, but, like, we need a Covenant Halo Sniper Rifle. Especially if they want to do an actual team snipers for, like, Covenant weapons. And then the other weapon I want in the Halo Infinite is the Carbine. Carbine's my thing, dude. I love Carbine. I'm a Carbine guy. When I played Halo 4, I used Carbine over any other weapon. I love the rapid fire. I love the sound that it makes. I used it in Halo 3 as well. It's my gun. I love it. Another gun I would love in Halo Infinite is the Brute Shot. Brute Shot was really great. Had great physics in it. Halo 3 gets you into places, and it was fun pushing vehicles out the way. With the physics now in Halo Infinite, it's just really terrible. I'll get into that later in the video, but yes, I would love the Brute Shot back. And then the next weapon I would like in Halo Infinite is a Spiker. That's already in the works. I'm not sure if it's going to be in the game, but I would love if it's in the game. It's a staple. It's the most brutish weapon ever. It's basically a brute essential weapon. It should be in the game. Same thing with Fuel Rod gun. It's just the Fuel Rod was just so fun to play with. The sound, the how big it is. It was like a Covenant rocket launcher, but not really because it can bounce off walls. And it's, from my experience, it's better than the freaking Cinder Shot that the Forerunners have. I hate the Cinder Shot. I much prefer a Fuel Rod. And then going off more Covenant weapons, we want the OG Plasma Rifle back. It's been in almost every Halo game, and it's a shame that it's not in the Halo Infinite, since it's such an OG weapon. It's up there next to like assault rifle and pistol and this NG sword as like one of the OG recognizable Halo weapons. Going off more Covenant Forerunner weapons, we would have the binary rifle. It's another sniper, but like again, it goes within the whole team sniper things. People love team snipers, so binary rifle would be great in Halo Infinite. And when I talk about binary rifle, I'm talking about like Halo 5 binary rifle. Once you fire, it's kind of like a stream that you have to keep aim on it. So it's like balanced in that way. Fun to use, and it's fun to look at, and the sound is great, and it's different from the other sniper rifles as well. And then going off what I said before about the Spartan Laser, I would love the railgun in the game. It's great at unaliving other Spartans, and it would be great as an anti-vehicle weapon. Enough said. All right, and then going off what I said before, about like maybe having the shotgun or the Magnum have like different weapon variants, or the sidekick having the Magnum as a weapon variant. Why not have like a bunch of weapon variants for every other gun? This can be monetized too. You can sell weapon variants in the store, like have different weapon variants for like the BR. Maybe have like a BR model from Halo 2, a BR model from Halo 3, Halo 4, just different BR models. Like that would be really great. And the same thing for like the assault rifle sniper, or NG sword, or like the rocket launcher. Like you could have the terrible rocket launcher designed from Halo 5. That can be a weapon variant for the Spanker. Like this can all be monetized, and 343 can make bank from this, but they just don't do it, don't have the idea. I don't know what's going on, but this would be really great. Going off of weapons, we're gonna get into vehicles. Vehicles I want. The Falcon. We already know the Falcon's gonna be in the game, so I'm not gonna talk much about that. But the Falcon, I love this Falcon. It's a party vehicle. It's so much fun riding around. It's great that in Halo Infinite the Falcon is gonna have its own driver turret, so you're not just driving around like trying to get shot down. So that's great. Mantis, for me personally, when the Mantis first arrived in Halo 4, I thought it was very un-Halo-like, but I think the Mantis itself kind of has earned its place in Halo, and it's kind of cool now. It's kind of like a staple, a little fun big robot to have Halo in general. So the Mantis should be in the game. The Elephant should be in the game as well. It's really fun to have in Halo 3, and yes, it did not have much functionality, but it was just really cool to have in general. And going off of that, there needs to be bigger maps for the Elephant to be on, which I'll talk about later in this video. For Warthogs, I would love the Gauss Warthog to be in Halo Infinite. The Gauss Warthog is my favorite Warthog of all time, period. I love it over the Turn, over the Rocket, over anything. The Gauss was great. I'm a beast of it within Halo Reach and Halo 4. And yes, you might think it's really cheap because it can one-shot someone easily, but like, it's just the sound, it's great. And I just put it in the game. Just put it in the game. All right, and then going off of functional vehicles, I really want Forge, custom games, vehicles that aren't functional at all, like the forklift. The forklift, it doesn't do anything. It just looks cool. It's funny, and driving it in Halo Reach was so funny and awesome. Same thing with the trucks in Halo Reach. I love playing Desert Bus in Halo Reach, and you have trucks carrying other people in the back with its semi attachment, and like this turrets attached onto it. That was great. It would be great for custom games. Oh my gosh. And then going off of that, more vehicle variants for the vehicles, like the Warthog. Like, you know, give it a Halo 4, Halo 3, Halo Reach kind of different variants like that. They don't have much variants for vehicles at all. They don't have any variants for vehicles at all. They just have attachments to it, which not many people pay attention to, and they don't monetize much anyways. It's not much customization for vehicle attachments in the first place. So yeah, more vehicle attachments, and then like I would love vehicle variants as well. It would be so great. And then better vehicle explosions. Halo Infinite explosions in vehicles are terrible. You hear a ticker timing down, it goes red, and then it blows up in unceremonial flame. It's terrible. Halo Reach, Halo 3 did it best. Halo 3 probably did it best with explosions. The light was grandiose. I don't know how the vehicles blow up in Halo Infinite look the way they do. I don't want vehicles to turn red and then blow up on the ticker. You should know by how your vehicle is damaged that it's gonna blow up anytime soon. Like in Halo 3, Halo Reach, if it was on fire, it was on the verge of blowing up. You should probably not use it, because if it takes a few more hits, you're gonna blow up and you're gonna be unalived. So it's very self-explanatory. For vehicles in Halo Infinite, it's very hard to judge when that vehicle is about to blow up. There is damage, but it's like unnoticeable damage. It's broken shields maybe, but sometimes it doesn't even mean much when you have broken shields. Even when you have like a broken wheel on the Warthog, you could still drive around and be okay. The same can't be said for Halo Reach or Halo 4 or Halo 3 vehicles. Going off of vehicles, there needs to be more body types. This is kind of going back into Spartan customization, and I know this is unorganized, but I'm gonna do this the way I want. Because I didn't know how to organize it, so it doesn't matter. There needs to be more body types. For having androgynous body types is nice, it's cool, it's inclusive, whatever you want to say about it. But sometimes people want a really feminine Spartan body. Sometimes people want a really masculine Spartan body. They want a big old George. And there's some other people that want really girlish female Spartans that you know, like Halo Reach with the big booty and all that. That's kind of nice and all. But like in general, going off of that, come on, more body types. I don't want 3 different body types in Halo Infinite where it changes the waist just like by 2 centimeters each number. It's just terrible. And then going off of kind of like Spartan customization, again, it's more AI. I think currently we have like 7 AI or something like that, and there's just 9 of AI in the game. Going off of that, there's 9 of AI lines at all. Personally, I love Lumu, but then hearing her say the same thing every time, I'm just numb to it. Like, whenever I play, I kind of barely even notice she's talking to me most times, just because the dialogue is not even... It's not variable anymore. It's not randomized. I mean, it's randomized, but it's not surprising anymore. It doesn't make me go like, oh, she actually said something different. Oh, she's actually commentating. But like, based off that, why couldn't we just have like a Cortana AI or Sergeant Johnson AI or like an Arbiter AI, or just something fun, you know? Something fun, something cool. Or maybe Auntie Dot from Halo Reach as an AI. Established AI. You know what I mean? Kind of like how the ODST AI, sorry, I can't think of the name, but the green one, that's an established AI. Why not have Auntie Dot as well? She's already an established AI. What I said before, we need to have customizable starting animation poses. I hate having to start a game and then everyone's doing the same arms folded, turning around pose, punching in the air pose. Like, it was cool first, but then once you see it, it kind of gets stale, and like you kind of want to make it personalized more. Again, you can monetize off that. I don't know why it's not monetized. It's a really cool concept, you know. And I could probably put a video up right now of like you know, it's to be taken very lightly, but you know what I mean. These are the things that casual players probably don't care about. So I guess it's more about the hardcore fans. So once again, there needs to be better physics in Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite physics are really weird. You can probably tell from some of the videos that I've posted and other videos that people have posted. The physics are really weird. You can punch someone, they go flying 50 million meters away. You get hit by a warthog and then like you fly so far away, or like the warthog taps you just slightly and then you die. Going off of that, the gravity hammer, there's no physics applied to gravity. Maybe there is, but I think there is just a slight physics towards it when you slam the hammer down, but it doesn't do anything at all. Halo Reach, Halo 3 had peak physics, and I would love to have better physics in Halo Infinite. I know that's probably impossible because of Halo Infinite's engine, but maybe I'm just grasping on ropes at this point. So one thing I would love to have, one thing that needs to be in Halo Infinite is a better UI. Specifically, just going into the settings, changing something, and going back into settings. You have to find it all over again. It's probably easy for PC players, but I'm a console player. So when I go into settings and try to change something real quick, I have to scroll all the way down again and just look at and try to find the setting again. It's really annoying. It's really terrible. I don't know what to say. It's kind of self-explanatory in my opinion. So I'm going to talk about loading screens. It would be so great if we had various loading screens, specifically like concept art, or just along the lines. It's boring to see the season pass image over and over again. Why not throw some concept and art in there? Kind of like, I think Halo 5 did it, but it would be really great to see some concept art on loading screens. I'll talk more about loading screens later when I talk about multiplayer in general. But yeah, so going into custom games, I would like a better workable custom games area where like your saved custom game modes are actually saved. You can actually change things in custom games. I was playing with a group of friends. I couldn't change what weapons we could use, how many lives we had, how many lives to win, any of that. Maybe it was there. I don't think it was. Maybe I'm just really dumb to it, but just it's terrible. Custom games is terrible. Unless you're in the community tab and you're just playing a random custom games, they probably have it on point. But like for me, for not casual, I'm not a casual player when it comes to Halo Infinite, but when it comes to like custom games, I do play casually. I'm not the most intellect when it comes to Halo, creating Halo modes. Going off of that, we need a workable Halo Infinite theater. Halo 5 theater was trash. Halo Infinite theater is trash. I don't even have to talk much about that. Just look up any video of Halo Infinite theater. It's terrible. The UI is terrible. Scrolling through it is terrible. I think peak Halo theater mode was probably Halo Reach. They did it really good. This is all my opinion, by the way. Keep in mind. But Halo Infinite theater mode is literally unworkable. You cannot use Halo Infinite theater mode, and for the life of me, I would never use it. Only if I don't record anything and I have to force myself to go into it manually and record it. Okay, going off that, this is more into the 343 like networking side of things. It just needs to be better networking. Just this is the engine in general. It's just terrible. There was something that Halo Follower put out that the main menu in general takes about like over 1 gigabyte of bandwidth from just the menu, and then that's just terrible on just the games you play. Because whenever I play with my friends and family, it's just if someone gets kicked out or something because someone's internet is just not that great, and when we connect together it just doesn't work. Someone always gets kicked out, and it's really unacceptable, and it's terrible when we have to like play separately, have one person step out so the other person just get kicked. This is terrible. This might be an individual problem, but I'm guessing it's a little bit of both, and more so on 343's. And since when I play in other games like Halo MCC, this does not happen to me at all. It's a Halo Infinite problem. I really think it is, and probably is. And then I'm gonna go into the shop, Halo Infinite shop. Halo Infinite shop is terrible. There's weekly things that come and go. You get FOMA sometimes, and some of the things in shop aren't good at all. I think 343 could copy or mimic is Destiny's shop. It's pretty good. I don't play much Destiny 2 that often, but from what I can see, it's pretty alright. I'm not in the Destiny 2 community, don't get me wrong, but it just looks great in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just would like a better shop. I don't know how to go about it, but, you know. Comment down below what would make a Halo Infinite shop a little bit better. And of course, desync. Desync needs to be fixed. This is more into the multiplayer aspect of it. Like I said, I'll talk more about multiplayer later, but the desync needs to be fixed. Too many times have been killed behind the wall for no apparent reason. Too many times have I slashed someone with an NG sword and they punch me with a melee, and then they don't die and I die. Too many times where I slash an NG sword and it goes straight through them, I fade through them, and it doesn't even work. Too many times where I melee someone and someone melees me back and we miss connection 3 times. Too many times have I shot a sniper rifle straight on in the head and doesn't connect. I can go on and on and on and on. I have multiple videos. People online in the community have multiple videos of desync and all this crap going on. It's terrible. It ruins the game experience for me and makes me want to drop Halo Infinite, take it, smash it, and throw it in trash. Alright, going off of that, desync's terrible. Alright, anyways. Vehicle balancing. Vehicles in Halo Infinite are terrible. Ugh, this is all my opinion, by the way, but the vehicles in Halo Infinite are way too OP. The Ghost, the Wraith, all Covenant weapons are too mobile. Like, you could switch and turn around 180 really quickly, as opposed to like previous Halo games where like the vehicles, yes, they were strong, but they had its limits, like its mobilities. The Ghost was fast and can move around, but then it took a while for it to turn around. Not like Halo Infinite, where like you can shoot, you can glide, just goes all over the place. The same thing with the Wraith. If you compare a Wraith from Halo Reach, Halo 4, or Halo 5 to Halo Infinite's Wraith and Ghost are insane. The mobility is insane. You're basically almost unstoppable as like in a vehicle in Halo Infinite. Just play as a Ghost. If you are an average, decent player and you drive the Ghost, unaliving people in the game, you will score big. I'll just say that. Like, whenever I'm in the Ghost, it's great. Whenever someone's in the Ghost, it's terrible for me, but it's great for them. And like, it's very unbalanced. And just in general, the vehicle and balancing is terrible, because when you're in a vehicle like in a Warthog, the player's life is attached to the Warthog. Too many times where I have an energy sword and then I come up to a Warthog turret and slash him with my energy sword, and I phase through him and I don't even slash him at all. This has happened too many times. I tell you, I could probably put a video up. I don't know if I have one, but you can look one up yourself, or you can comment below if it's happened to you. Where you just slash someone with energy sword that's on the turn, and it doesn't do anything. You phase through them. Sometimes I jump on the Warthog itself. I stand there for at least 3-5 seconds trying to slash the guy, and he doesn't even die. And someone else takes me out. It's unacceptable. And then like just the vehicle health in general is terrible. The Ghost takes forever to explode. Just the vehicles are very unbalanced. That's just my opinion. Do with it what you will. Going off of that, more balancing, weapon balancing. Plasma pistol needs to be balanced. There's weapon balancing in general. Grenades need balancing. Too many times where there's explosion, it's killed me from like some explosion radius that's 5 billion meters and I die, or someone throws a grenade and just jumps off 5 billion walls and lands right where I am and explodes. Or I throw a plasma grenade that's like 2 feet for someone and then they don't die. Or I throw a plasma grenade in someone's face and then it just disappears after I die. It's unacceptable. This probably has all have to do with these things too. Equipment balancing too. Drop shield is trash. I would never pick up the drop shield. And when I do use the drop shield, I use it like very often just to get rid of it. There's no use to have it at all. I could use any other equipment in the game. Every other equipment in the game is better than drop shield. Drop shield is F tier. If you could go any lower, it would be that. And this is going on to more balancing. Specifically, gravity hammer. The wind-up for the gravity hammer is terrible. I'll say it right now, and I'll say it again. The gravity hammer wind-up is terrible. When they add that in Halo Infinite, it's terrible. I'll tell you why it's terrible. Because in the previous game, you click your trigger, you click your button, the gravity hammer instantly goes down. But in Halo Infinite, when you click the trigger, you're timing then when the hammer goes down. It's terrible. It's another thought process to go through. Too many times where I press the hammer to go down, right when it goes down, someone kills me or snipes me, or a bunch of people shoot me all at once. It's terrible. It's not like the other games, Halo games, where you just press the gravity hammer and then just slams down. Not only that, the anticipation and the weight of the gravity hammer, in my opinion, is taken away from the wind-up. When you press the wind-up, it just... the immense impact from it is just removed. So, in my opinion, either have the wind-up sped up a little bit faster, so it's faster to slam down and kill someone, or just remove the wind-up entirely and have like the other Halo games where like it's almost instant. And then like the plasma pistol needs to be buffed as well. Buffed as in it needs to be able to EMP vehicles again. There's absolutely no point in picking up the plasma pistol. So it did get a buff in the winter update, but like I would never use it anyways. Oh, I'd still use it, but I would never use it on vehicles. It's basically worthless when it comes to vehicles. Like, its tracking is a little bit better on people, but obviously you can't guarantee it's gonna hit a person. But like for vehicles, plasma pistol EMPs is out. It's just terrible. I do not agree with that decision. All right, we're gonna go to multiplayer. I'm gonna try and make this quick. I'm pretty sure the video is as too long as it needs to be. So, multiplayer aspect. There should be a MCC multiplayer playlist like option. I'll probably show an image up here how MCC does its multiplayer. Like sometimes I want to play big team battle, but whenever there's a playlist I don't like, I'm talking to you, Stockpile. Everyone hates Stockpile. I want to exit the game immediately. Too many times, I keep talking like this. Too many times have I played Stockpile and I just want to quit, or a bunch of people quit. So I'm like, why do this? So I quit too. No one likes Stockpile. I don't know one person who likes Stockpile. Even when I play my group of friends and family, when we play together and there's Stockpile, we go nope, and we freaking quit. No one likes Stockpile. Just have an MCC option where, like, if you want to play Stockpile and these other options, then click a check mark, and yes, you can play it if it's, you can add it to your playlist if you like. But no, we hate Stockpile, and they probably won't add that because 343 wants Stockpile in the game for some reason, and they know people don't like Stockpile. And if they add that option in it, no one's gonna click Stockpile. Going off that loading screen I was talking about earlier, Halo 3, specifically Halo 3 map loading screen, kind of like esque in Halo Infinite, where like when the map, before the map starts, there's a loading screen, right? And then the loading screen is a map of the map you will be playing on. That wouldn't make sense. Wouldn't it be awesome to see the map you're playing on before you actually load into the game? Instead of seeing a screen, like just a loading screen of the season pass image, it's boring. And it doesn't allow you to skillfully know what map you're gonna play at and how you should start your game. I don't know why some of these stuff that are in previous Halo games aren't in Halo Infinite. It should be self-explanatory, but it's just not in the game. And then going off of that, the veto system. We need a veto system in Halo Infinite. Anyone doesn't know what veto system is, it's basically map voting. So people can vote on, like people in the player lobby can vote on maps of which maps you want to be on. Ranking system. We need a ranking system. It's self-explanatory. Halo Reach did it the best. We need something that'll keep people to keep playing besides just the season pass. We need a ranking system. Halo Reach did it best. And then we need bigger maps in general. Halo Infinite, Halo in general is a sandbox game, first off. It was made to be a sandbox game, and having bigger maps would add more vehicles into the play, just making the game even much better. And I hate tight, refined places that the Halo Infinite maps. The big team battle maps aren't even that big, to be honest, compared to like other Halo game maps like Halo Reach. In my opinion, this is all my opinion, of course. Halo Reach big team battle maps were great. Halo 4 were okay. Halo 5 was alright as well. But I think, in my opinion, Halo Reach did the best at it. And then they're doing it right now, but more remakes of maps. We need more remakes of maps if you want to keep, having a variety of maps. Just have more remake maps. It's simple. Even the community is doing this for 343 already. Alright, and then obviously we need a player lobby. Player lobby is very important. It's fun. So many times where I'm playing Halo Infinite and I don't know who I'm playing with, and sometimes I want to see what armor they're wearing, but I cannot see what armor they're wearing. When I go, but I have to click on them manually, and it's irritating. I want to see all the armors people are wearing, the emblems they have, what colors they have on. I want to visibly see it to the right side of the menu. Halo Reach did it the best. Halo Reach is pinnacle of customization and player lobbies. I'll say it so many times, but that's just how I feel. It's great. Halo Reach did it the best. Halo Infinite does not have that. Once you exit the game, you cannot see those players again unless the next game you might randomly be in the lobby of them again. But once you exit the game, those people you play with, they're gone forever. It's terrible. And it makes searching for a new game even harder because you have to search for a whole new people. In my opinion, I don't know how this works, but I think it just makes it harder for people to makes it hard for people to find games if they're playing with whole different people, and the game has to search for new people or the same people all over again. Why not just have a lobby where there's already established people there you can play with, and people who don't want to play in the lobby anymore, they can just quit, find a new lobby. There you go. And And then, as I said before, with the player lobby, you want to see the Spartans, you want to see the service record. You know, service records is important to have. I don't think Halo Infinite has it. If it does, it's not really good at all. So enough said from there. My voice is getting very tired from all this. I'll try and make this quicker. But all right, game modes in Halo Infinite: Quick Firefight, Infection, Invasion, Self-Explanatory. Enough said. Firefight's great. It's awesome. It's a nice just shoot and play game mode. Infection, it's a staple. It's one team or the other. You kill one person from the team, they go to the other team. It's you put that in custom games and Forge, and make a bunch of game modes from it. I don't know why 343 hasn't made it yet. I heard it's coming to season 3. Hope it does. Hope it's functional. Right now, it's not in the game. And it's not functional. We need it in the game. Invasion, we need invasion in the game as well. That kind of goes off the playable elites and brutes. It would be great to have the opposing team be a different species like the elites or the brutes, or perhaps both against Spartans. It would be so great. Invasion was fun. It's one of my favorite game mode types from Halo Reach. It should be in Halo Infinite. All the best game modes that are in the previous Halo games aren't in Halo Infinite for some reason. Probably because they didn't think this through when they were making the game. Anyways, going off of that, going into like the season pass and all of that, and just commendations in general. Season pass. They said you can get the season pass from, each season pass that comes, you can revisit those. But my family, my friends who played in Halo Infinite, when they unlocked parts of the season pass and there's new season pass, they cannot go to the previous season pass anymore. If they do, they have to buy it.
The Halo Battle Pass will never be taken away from you. What I mean by that is once you buy it, it's yours and it does not expire. In future seasons, you can purchase old Battle Passes as well as the current Battle Pass and choose which Battle Pass to put your progression towards.
I have friends and family who love the helmets from the previous Halo season pass, but they can't get anymore unless it's through a paywall. It's terrible. And then going off of that, Commendations was really great in Halo 4 and Halo 5. I think it was in Halo 5, but specifically it's in Halo 4. It kept the player base going. It gives them a goal to obtain something. I think it definitely was in Halo 5, but it gave the player base something to obtain, something to keep playing. Unlike the season pass, which for me, I completed the season pass. I complete the weekly challenge in less than 1 day, and other than that, I just drop the game, don't play it anymore. There's no reason to play it anymore. Because there's no ranking system, there's no commendations. And then going for that, there's no new achievements in Halo Infinite as well, not even in multiplayer. There's not enough achievements in multiplayer. I love Achievement Hunter. I'm one of those players who love 100%ing the game. You can probably look up my profile. I tried to 100% a lot of the Halo games, and I've done most of it in Halo Infinite until they released, I believe, the winter update, where they did a bunch of co-op campaign stuff. I'll talk about campaign later, Jesus. But they had a bunch of co-op campaign achievements that I wanted to get to, but my friends and family do not have campaign at the moment, so I can't get to the achievements. But I would love to have more special Easter egg achievements in the game. It would be so great to have more achievements. Again, something players can work towards. All right, and then going on to more of the multiplayer aspect, player outlines are terrible. I know it's supposed to distinguish enemy team from teammates, since we don't have red versus blue team, and we have our own personalized colors and armors we can just show off. But like, player outlines is terrible. It's terrible because specifically if you're in a dark place, you can easily find a player. It just makes it more easier to unalive a player. It's less skillful, if you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure you can have the option to take it away in the settings, but then who's gonna do that and disadvantage yourself? You know what I mean? You might as well just do it to everyone, so everyone's on even playing ground. But maybe I'm just being a crazy guy right here. Going off to another topic, there should be accurate countdowns for when you start the game. When you look for a playlist in Halo Infinite, let's say you go into Big Team Battle and you click play. It takes about 6 seconds for the game to load. Even though it says 3 seconds, if you count it out 3 seconds is actually 6 seconds. It's very inaccurate, and that does make sense. I don't know why they would do that. They need to fix that. And going off of that, when your game is loading, you cannot customize anything. You can't customize anything. You can't customize your Spartan. You can't customize your vehicles. You can't customize how your weapons look. You can't customize anything while your game is loading. If you want to customize something, you have to exit loading your game. And besides that, it's even hard for me personally as a console player. It's hard for me to cancel a game, because when I try to cancel game, it doesn't even cancel. I don't know if it's a me thing or it's a Halo Infinite thing, but like, I can't cancel games sometimes when I want to customize something, and then the game loads, and then I can't get into it. Or I can't customize my Spartan. It's just terrible. It needs to be fixed. All right, now I'll try to make this quick. This is about campaign. There's not a lot for campaign, but campaign. Since campaign is kind of a separate entity from the multiplayer, I really think campaign should have an M rating. Since multiplayer is Halo Infinite in general is a T rating. Halo in general being a T rating kind of has ruined Halo in a way. It's made Halo less genuine. It's taken some important aspects of Halo out of it. And besides that, just have the multiplayer T rating and then have the campaign M rating. I don't know the specifics of it, and maybe that's impossible, but I would love Halo campaign to have an M rating. I would love to have blood. I would love to have skulls. I would like to have a big booty Cortana. Just M rating. Just Halo was better with an M rating. It felt more Halo. You can do so much more. And Halo in general with the M rating wasn't even that explicit at all. You know what I mean? Go through every Halo game. It was not that explicit as opposed to, let's say, GTA or Call of Duty, something like that. You know what I mean? For campaign, again, there needs to be split screen, co-op. They hit 343 said multiple times. Bonnie Ross has said, we will ship Halo Infinite with split screen. That is now a thing we will have in every Halo game title. She lied. 343 lied. It's not in the game. They aren't even working on it as far as I know.
Incredibly painful for the community and for us. I think it erodes trust with the community, as the community is part of our world building. A lot of learnings from that, and I would say for any FPS going out forward, we will always have split screen going forward, but painful learnings.
Even if there is co-op campaign, which right now, your Spartans are just clones of Master Chief. Wouldn't it be cool to have player 1 be Master Chief, and then your company players be their multiplayer Spartans? Wouldn't that be great? That would be so cool. Since the whole premise of the campaign is Master Chief is trying to find the side quest. Master Chief is trying to find these different Spartans who kind of, spoiler alert, has died, and he's kind of gaining some Spartan abilities from their corpse. It would be so cool to have your customizable Spartan accompanying Master Chief in the campaign. It's just an aesthetic, world kind of lore building thing. It just makes the game so much better. It's the small details like that. For Halo Infinite, it would be great to have more wildlife, like how the teaser trailer had a bunch of wildlife. They wanted to add that in the game, but couldn't because they didn't have enough time. It'd be great to have a bunch of wildlife in the game. That would be so great. Everyone hyped that there would be wildlife. 343 kind of hyped it. I don't know. It was mostly the community that hyped it, but it would be so great to have more wildlife in the game. Currently, there's only like little moles, squirrels, rodents, whatever, and it doesn't really do much in the game. But like in Halo Reach, they had the moas. It wouldn't be great to see some kind of animal like the moa running around the fields of the Halo Ring and Halo Infinite? It would be so great. And going off of that, wouldn't it be great to have random encounters? It would be so great to have random encounters, kind of like in Skyrim or Fallout or those RPG kind of terms of Bethesda makes. Like just random encounters, maybe like a brute, like a team of UNC fighting Banished. Somewhere randomly you can join and defeat and save them out of nowhere. Or maybe there's like, a giant wildlife animal that just attacks you out of nowhere, and it's kind of like a mini boss battle, and you get that every so now and then. It's just those little things. Random encounters are great for replayability and campaign. It makes you want to explore the campaign a little bit more. And then going more into campaign and the playability, I would love if there was no invisible barriers. I don't know if this goes off the term of playability, but invisible barriers are terrible. I know it's supposed to stop players from, like, I guess, speed running, since they already kind of canceled some stuff to speed run, but kind of possibly stops player from speed running from getting one part of the Halo ring to the other without advancing in the campaign too much. But it just ruins the aesthetic, and it ruins the experience. I have a little video about this in my playthrough. All right, and then I would love there to be more Easter eggs in Halo Infinite. Easter eggs are so much fun. I know they had a few, like the sandwiches and the arcade games and all of that, but I would love there to be more Easter eggs in Halo Infinite. Easter eggs are so fun. It just adds a little quirk into Halo Infinite, makes it fun. Kind of like what the other Halo games did before. It just makes it a little bit fun, a little silly. You know, some things that have to be serious. You know what I mean? All right, and then the last one, going off random encounters, wouldn't it be great if the scarabs were in Halo Infinite? Like, you know, that big old battlefield, destroy battlefields, place in the campaign. There's like the destroyed scorpions and warthogs, and the trees were all burnt where a battle was. Wouldn't it be great if there was a randomized battle where a scarab was there and it was battling UNSC, and then you have to go in there and destroy the scarab, kind of like in Halo 3, and you get off and it blows up in this gratuitous explosion. Wouldn't it be awesome? That would make the campaign so much cooler. Even if it was just a random calendar that happened once or twice in the campaign. It's great for replayability, like how many different options you can destroy the scarab, like in Halo 3. The mission before Floodgate. That mission, I forgot what it's called, but I love that mission. There's so many different ways you could destroy the scarabs. It's one of my favorite missions from Halo 3. So it's one of the things that made Halo 3 great. The big battles and just the different ways you can destroy the scarab. If they put that in Halo Infinite, by far that would make the campaign so much better. I think that's about it for my list. Please let me know in the comments what else you want from Halo Infinite. I just took a bunch of things from my head that I wanted from Halo Infinite, and I compiled them in this list. Some of them I got from the community, some of them I came from my head. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go. My throat's very tired from talking. I don't really talk this much, and I usually don't talk this loud. I'm usually very monotone, but I don't know. I get very passionate about the game sometimes. So yeah, I'm gonna go get a drink. If you guys like the video, please like. Subscribe if you want more, and like I said before, leave a comment down what you would like in Halo Infinite. What's your opinions on the things that I want in Halo Infinite? Yeah, see you guys later. You have a great day.